Listen up, men. What I'm about to tell you might make some of you uncomfortable, but that's exactly the point. Most men think women connect with them because of money, looks, or smooth lines, but here's the harsh truth. That's not what sparks instant connection. In fact, the stuff most guys are doing is exactly what pushes women away. If you want women to feel an immediate connection with you, you need to stop playing by society's rules and start understanding something most men refuse to admit. It's about emotional intelligence, presence, and authenticity, not charm or status. Women can feel when you're genuine, and they can spot a fake from a mile away. Yet, most men still think that pretending to be confident or acting like a player will do the trick. Here's the controversial part. If you're trying too hard to impress her, you've already lost. Women don't connect with the guy who wants their attention. They connect with the guy who commands it without begging for it. The truth is, building instant chemistry is more about how you make her feel in those first moments, not what you say or how you look. It's about making her feel seen, heard, and respected, while subtly showing that you're a man who knows himself and doesn't need validation. Throughout this video, I'm going to break down the specific actions, behaviors, and mindsets that make women feel that magnetic pull toward you. Some of these will shock you. Some will make you question everything you thought you knew about attraction. But if you're serious about mastering the art of connection, this is the real, unfiltered guide you need. Get ready to challenge your ego, rethink your approach, and learn the secrets that most men will never admit. 1. Stop trying to impress. One of the biggest mistakes men make is thinking women will connect with them if they try too hard to impress. Bragging about your job, showing off your car, or flexing money might grab attention, but it rarely creates real connection. Here's the truth. Women are not looking for a resume. They are looking for presence, confidence, and authenticity. Trying to impress actually signals insecurity, and nothing kills instant chemistry faster than a guy who needs validation. Instant connection happens when you stop performing and start being real. This doesn't mean being rude or careless. It means showing who you really are without bending over backward to get approval. Women sense this immediately. If you're constantly trying to win her over, you come across as desperate. If you relax and let your personality shine naturally, it creates curiosity and attraction. Here's why it works. When you stop trying to impress, you shift the power dynamic. You're no longer seeking her approval. You're offering an experience. Women instinctively notice this because most men don't understand it. They see the confidence in a man who is secure in himself, and that security is magnetic. Imagine this. You meet a woman at a cafe. Instead of bragging about your promotion or expensive vacation, you share a funny story about something that went wrong at work, but you tell it confidently and laugh at yourself. She laughs, feels at ease, and suddenly the conversation flows naturally. You didn't try to impress her. You just showed realness, and that's far more attractive than any trophy you could display. The key takeaway is simple. Drop the act. Women connect with men who are comfortable in their skin, not men who are trying to buy attention or approval. When you stop impressing, you allow chemistry to happen naturally, and you create a foundation of trust and curiosity that can't be forced. In short, the more you relax, the more magnetic you become. Stop trying to impress, start showing your true self, and watch the instant connection happen. 3. Lead, don't follow. Here's the truth most men refuse to admit. Women are drawn to men who take charge, not men who wait for permission. Too many guys think being attractive means being agreeable, saying yes to everything, or letting her decide everything. That's not leadership, that's passivity. And passivity kills instant connection. Being a leader doesn't mean being bossy or controlling. It means having direction, making decisions, and taking action in a confident way. It's about showing that you know what you want in life and can navigate the moment without hesitation. When you lead, women feel a sense of security and excitement because energy follows clarity. They instinctively notice a man who takes initiative, even in small things like choosing where to go or guiding the flow of conversation. Many men get confused here. They think leadership is about making grand gestures or dominating every situation. But real leadership is subtle. It's about creating a comfortable and engaging space where she can relax and enjoy herself. It's about having the courage to make choices while remaining attentive to her comfort and input. That balance is magnetic. It communicates strength without arrogance, confidence without aggression. Think about it. The men who truly captivate attention aren't the ones asking for approval or waiting for her to lead the interaction. They naturally set the tone, create momentum, and make experiences feel effortless. That's why women feel drawn to them. They sense a man who can handle life, handle himself, and even handle them with respect. Here's another thing most guys don't realize. Leading isn't about controlling outcomes. It's about owning your energy and guiding the moment. When you do this, women feel safe to open up, curious to engage, and excited to connect. Leadership communicates confidence in a way words never can. It's felt, not explained. The problem is that most men are so focused on trying to please or follow that they miss the power of simply being the man who leads naturally. When you step into that energy, women feel it immediately. They notice it. They respond to it. And that, more than any trick or line, is what creates instant connection. In short, if you want women to feel that magnetic pull, stop following and start leading with confidence, clarity, and calm energy. That's what makes men unforgettable. 4. Make her feel seen, not flattered men. Here's something that most of you need to wake up to. Women don't want a parade of compliments. They don't need you telling them how beautiful they are or how amazing their outfit looks. If that's all you're doing, you're playing the same tired game every other guy is playing. That's why so many of you get ignored, ghosted, or stuck in the friend zone. Stop flattering and start seeing. Making a woman feel seen means noticing her presence, energy, and thoughts. It's about paying attention in a way that shows you truly value who she is, not just what she looks like. Women are wired to detect authenticity, and they can tell immediately when a man is just throwing words around to get approval. If your focus is only on making her like you, you're missing the point entirely. She wants to feel understood, recognized, and acknowledged. Many men get this wrong because they confuse compliments with connection. Compliments are easy. Connection is harder. Connection comes from listening, observing, and responding to her world. Notice the way she laughs, the passion in her voice when she talks about something she loves, the little details that most guys don't bother paying attention to. That's what makes her feel alive in your presence, and that's what sparks instant chemistry. Wake up, men. Too many of you are operating on autopilot, thinking a clever line or a flashy comment will make a woman stick. It won't. What actually works is slowing down, focusing, and genuinely seeing her as a human being, not a target to impress. When you do that, the energy between you shifts instantly. She feels respected, valued, and drawn to your presence naturally. Here's the bottom line. Stop treating women like objects of validation. Stop thinking flattery equals connection. If you want real attraction, engage with her mind, notice her essence, and respond with genuine interest. That's what makes women feel a magnetic pull, not the same tired words every guy repeats. Men, the truth is uncomfortable. If you keep ignoring this, you'll stay invisible while other men who actually see her shine right past you. So wake up, pay attention, make her feel seen, and watch instant connection happen like magic. 5. Be unpredictable, not boring. Let's face it, most men are boring. Routine, predictable, safe. That's how women often describe the average guy. And being boring kills instant connection faster than anything else. Women are wired to respond to excitement, curiosity, and a little bit of mystery. If every interaction with you is the same, she will feel nothing, and she will move on without a second thought. Being unpredictable doesn't mean playing games or being manipulative. It means showing layers of your personality, surprising her with energy, and keeping her on her toes. It's about breaking the monotony in small, relatable ways. A story that makes her laugh unexpectedly, a spontaneous suggestion that shakes up the usual routine, a shift in energy that shows there's more to you than she imagined. These are the things that spark interest. The problem is that too many men think predictability equals safety. That's a lie. Comfort comes later. Connection starts with intrigue. Women want to feel curiosity, not certainty. They want a man who can lead the moment with confidence, keep the energy alive, and show that he's alive and engaged in life. If every word, move, and response is calculated and safe, she'll sense it, and the connection will flatline before it even starts. Here's the harsh truth. Women are naturally drawn to men who are slightly unpredictable because they are confident enough to show themselves fully without fearing judgment. They can sense a man who owns his spontaneity and isn't afraid to break the pattern. That doesn't mean being reckless. It means embracing the parts of you that make life interesting. If you want instant connection, you have to shake things up. Stop being a background character in your own life. Show that you are someone worth paying attention to. Engage her curiosity, let your energy fluctuate, and keep moments alive. The unpredictability should come naturally, flowing from your authentic self, not from forced antics. Men, the truth is uncomfortable. If you continue being predictable and safe, women will drift away without realizing why. Stop being boring. Step into energy, surprise her subtly, and make the interaction feel alive. That's what sparks instant chemistry. 6. Confidence over conversation skills. Men, let's clear something up right now. You don't need perfect lines, witty jokes, or a PhD in charm to create instant connection. Most guys spend too much time polishing what they say and too little time owning who they are. Women can tell immediately whether a man is confident, and confidence will always beat clever conversation every single time. Confidence isn't about arrogance, loudness, or dominating the room. It's about being comfortable in your skin, owning your presence, and trusting yourself. When a man carries himself with this energy, women feel it, even if he says something simple or awkward. It's not the words. It's the way you stand, speak, and engage without hesitation. That's what sparks attraction and makes her want to stay engaged with you. Too many men make the mistake of thinking they have to impress with knowledge, humor, or charm. They overthink every word, pause too long, and constantly seek approval. This creates tension, awkwardness, and ultimately kills connection. Women don't need a performance. They need a man who radiates self-assurance. They want to feel safe in your energy, not impressed by your vocabulary. The truth is, confidence is magnetic because it signals that you are independent, self-sufficient, and secure. A man who is confident doesn't need validation from others to feel worthy. He doesn't worry about being liked. He focuses on experiencing the moment fully. That energy alone is enough to make a woman feel an instant pull toward him. Men, listen carefully. Conversation skills are secondary. You can be slightly awkward, stumble over words, or not know exactly what to say and still create connection if you project calm, grounded confidence. On the other hand, a man who talks endlessly, tries too hard to be clever, or seeks approval will fail, no matter how polished his words are. If you want women to feel instant chemistry, start prioritizing confidence over conversation. Trust yourself, own your presence, and let your energy do most of the talking. The more comfortable you are in your own skin, the more magnetic you become. Words are optional. Confidence is essential. 7. Detach from outcomes. Attract naturally men. Here's a truth most of you refuse to face. If your mind is obsessed with the outcome, you're already losing. Too many guys approach women with a checklist. I need her number. I need a date. I need her to like me. That neediness is visible and women feel it instantly. Nothing kills instant connection faster than a man who is chasing results instead of enjoying the moment. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you focus on the interaction, the energy, and the connection itself, rather than obsessing over what will happen afterward. When you're detached from outcomes, you're relaxed, present, and confident. That energy is magnetic. Women are naturally drawn to men who move through life with ease, curiosity, and calm energy, not men who are tense, needy, or desperate for approval. Here's why most men fail. They put pressure on themselves and the interaction. They worry about saying the right thing, making her like them, or getting validation. That pressure shows. It comes off as insecurity. Women sense it immediately, and connection disappears. Detachment flips the script. When you detach, you create space for chemistry to happen naturally, effortlessly, and without force. Think about it. The men who attract women without trying are the ones who are fully present in the moment, not distracted by what they should get. They engage, they listen, they respond authentically, and they let the interaction flow without controlling it. That freedom is irresistible because it signals confidence, self-sufficiency, and emotional strength. Men, wake up. Obsession with outcomes is the #1 reason you fail with women. Stop overthinking, stop seeking approval, and stop putting her on a pedestal. Instead, Focus on being engaging, attentive, and present. The more you detach from what you want, the more natural your energy becomes, and the more women feel drawn to you. The truth is simple. You attract naturally when you stop chasing desperately. Detachment isn't cold or distant. It's calm, confident, and grounded. Women feel that, and that's what creates an instant connection that no line, compliment, or performance could ever match. Conclusion. Here's a controversial truth most men will never admit. Women don't really want a perfect man. They want a man who is unapologetically himself, flaws and all. Forget what society has told you about charm, status, or money being the ultimate keys to attraction. Those things can catch attention, but they don't create instant connection. Connection is born from authenticity, confidence, and the courage to be real, even when it scares you. If you've been playing by the old rules, complimenting endlessly, overthinking every interaction, or trying to impress her with achievements, it's time to wake up. Stop being a performer. Stop chasing validation. Women are drawn to energy, presence, and the way you make them feel, not what you show off or tell them about yourself. I want you to do something right now. Reflect on your own experiences. Have you been chasing results instead of creating connection? Have you been seeking approval instead of owning your energy? Comment below with your story, your successes, or even your failures. I personally read every comment, and I will reach out to connect with you because this isn't just about attraction. It's about learning to show up as a man who women feel drawn to naturally. And here's the cliffhanger. In the next video, we're going to dive even deeper into the psychological triggers that make women instantly trust and crave your presence. And I'm going to reveal secrets that most men would kill to know, but very few ever understand. You don't want to miss this. Remember, men, it's not about being perfect. It's about being real, confident, and magnetic. Show up authentically, embrace your energy, and watch the instant connections happen in ways you never thought possible.